guys ready? Let's do our first little bit of code. So I'm going to go into my event sheet. Event sheet holds all of my code. And layout holds all my kind of game objects and really is what my game is going to look like. If I click on event sheet, whoop, see, it switches the page. But see, if I click back to layout, I can switch back. So the first thing I want to do on event sheet is add an event. That is the core of coding. It's the core of video games. It is where everything starts. If this happens, and that's an event. If this event happens, so I'm going to click on add event, and I can do events on everything. I can do an event on the system, which controls my entire game, on player 1, player 2, but I just want to do a keyboard event. So I'm going to click on keyboard, have it selected, and you'll notice that when I have it selected and I hit next, it's going to give me a bunch of commands that I could do, a bunch of code that I could run. And I want to run the code of on key pressed. We want on key pressed, meaning when I press a key, I'm going to want something to happen here. So watch what I'm going to do here. I'm going to say on key pressed, whoop, and now I double click that. I could have just clicked it and then hit next, or I can double click it. So I can have it selected and hit next to get there, or I could double click, boop, boop, and now it's going to ask me another question. It's going to ask me, what key do I want? Click to choose key. And I want to use my W key. Boop, W. So I just pressed W. See, if I press E, it'll change it. If I press W, it'll change it. Then I'm going to click OK. Very cool. All right. Once I'm done with everything, I hit done. And now I've got a little bit of code. Keyboard on W pressed. There it is. You see how that works? All right. I'd like you guys to go in there and create this little bit of code in your event sheet. You want keyboard on W pressed. All right. Again, you add event, you select the keyboard. You've got a bunch of things you could say is the key down, any key pressed. You want on key pressed, and you want to choose your key of W. All right. Gonna cancel that out. Go make your code look like that, and we're almost getting it moving.